Hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to play like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel. BROOKLYN.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Y'all know what's up. And again, oh man. I mean, why wouldn't I? Shout to BK Network Podcast. But before me and you go tug of war, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to just straight, give my perspective. For one, no, I'm not entertaining it. I don't care about no draft picks. All as far as contracts and our draft picks to whatever they can offer, no. The Brooklyn Nets have the advantage at the negotiating table. Get the Sean Marks, get the swingers elbows across the negotiating table. Let them know what's what. The first time, maybe in a long time, in the free agency situation where he had the advantage. A lot of times when you look at the Harden situation, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Case in point, this ain't that. Brandon Ingram didn't prove nothing. He ain't do nothing like Harden did for the Rockets. Zion Williamson make you question whether we need a first pick in the first place because he was first pick. Excuse me. And look at his injury history. Look how reliable he is playing. He missed the playoffs. That shit gotta hurt. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to, miss regular season games, but you missed the playoffs. Like in a game, they feel like if you was there, y'all would have won. That shit is not good. I'm not a fan. I don't want him on the team. I'm not entertaining none of that shit. I don't want him. I don't want CJ McCollum. I don't want none of them. That's a fact. I'm not playing. Don't play with my handle. You know what it is. I'm not trying to. Don't jazz me about nothing. I don't want to hear nada. This is what this stream is about. This is not about, if we had Zion. It ain't no situation where we got Zion. We don't want Zion. We never wanted Zion. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, when you look at the statistics, let's forget the rebounding and the points and let's go to games available. And like I said, he missed the playoffs. I'm not jacking it. We got Harden got injured in the playoffs, and everybody say we ain't get the championship because of that. Kyrie too. I'm not jacking it. I'm not with it. I'm not entertaining none of it. I don't want to hear nothing about how this not a stream where we having a conversation. I know that I misled these fans in the chat when it said in the title that Nets fans discuss if Zion should come to the team. What I meant to say was no, hell no. I just don't know if I should put that in the title. But now that we here, hell no. The Pelicans think they slick. They trying to take the teams that we got to tank so they could tank and get the Bucks pick. They ain't slick trying to get that pick. Nah, man. Nah, man. I ain't with it, man. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Shout out to Easy. Shout out to BK Network Podcast. That shit is real, man. I'm not doing it, man. So no. That's how I feel. So I'll throw the link in the chat now. But I just had to say how I feel, you know what I mean? Like I listen to everybody say what they gonna say and all that, but that shit won't wow me. Like, shout out to all of the content creators that, you know what I'm saying, join the panel with me and, know that trying to get me to, you know what I mean, not stand on my square is just a waste of time, you know what I mean? Like, I hear some of that shit, but I ain't so steadfast where I won't listen. But Zion to the team, that's a hard no for me. Pause. We got Dylan on the panel. We got John on the panel. Everything Brooklyn on the panel. Nets Press on the panel. Shout to Nets Press Dylan. Shout to everything Brooklyn John. We out here, man.
Appreciate it, Breeze.
What up? What up, Dylan?
Nothing much. It's interesting that you brought this topic up because I had seen, some fans saying that they'd want him, and I think I can kind of put it in the best perspective because I am such a big Duke fan. Zion Williamson was one of my favorite players at Duke throughout my entire 16 years of enjoying them, but the fan in me wants to say bring him here. The GM mind of myself says no because
you do a lot of GM work too, so I don't see how you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Listen, if I mean, there's two ways that you could do it, right? Either you simply pass on him, or if they're selling him for cheap, I'd be interested. I can't lie. Like if they're selling him for cheap, like if you're talking 2 firsts, Nick Claxton, and a salary filler, I mean, why not take the risk? You know what I mean? But this isn't something I would do this season. That's for sure. But like I said, I'm a big Duke guy. Like I have watched Zion since his sophomore year of high school. I have been a very big believer in him throughout his career. And it's funny because I was actually watching the game live when he blew through his shoe and he ended up messing up I believe it was his MCL, if I'm not mistaken. And from that moment on, the weight gain began. You could see that he really never rehabbed it properly in terms of staying healthy. Like, the knee is healthy, but the entire leg itself, with the weight issues that he's had, is what causes these injuries constantly.
But let's call it what it is. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. I think this is some things that could help Zion. He needs somebody to, you know what I'm saying, help him socially. You know what I mean? You know, because Zion was supposed to be, and I'm trying to say, I'm respectful. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just, and
Yeah.
stop me if I'm wrong, Dylan, because you know, to my knowledge, he was really close to his mom.
Yeah.
He was close to his mom, and I'm not saying he wasn't close to his mom when he went to New Orleans. I'm just saying he was around a lot of beautiful thick women, man. And if he come to if he no if he come to Brooklyn, it's gonna be more of the same. And I don't think he can handle it, man. I don't think he can stay focused on basketball in Brooklyn, man.
Well, I think that also depends on how the front office treats him and works with him, and how the coaching staff is able to work around him. Because ultimately, we've seen, like realistically, a lot of people say that Cam Thomas isn't like a drama issue or anything. But if we remember, when he wasn't getting these minutes, he was pouting. He was, very, very mediocre on the court. And it showed because he was upset about his minutes, which, whether it was rightfully so or if it was too early for him to be.
He showed emotion, man. He played with emotion, man. I love that about Cam Thomas, man.
But that's what I'm saying though, is they've been able to work.
You want him to smile when he getting DNPs, when he know he could put up buckets?
No, that's
like he's sitting on the bench, and listening to Jock Vaughn. Like you said yesterday, you see him coaching anywhere?
No.
Exactly, bro.
But I'm not saying that it's an issue as to why he did that. I'm saying that Cam Thomas now has a coaching staff who has respected him, worked with him, and improved some different aspects of his game. And now you see Cam Thomas being the happiest he's been, right? So I think that that's like a similar situation to any player that you bring in.
Yeah.
Again, it's the fan in me and the believer in Zion that would say if he's available next offseason and you can get him for 2 first-round picks, Claxton and somebody else. I mean, shit, like you have to think about that. But again, his availability.
What first round pick? So you talking about the Knicks and the Bucks picks? Because you can't be talking about our pick.
No, because realistically, the Pels have. They have their own first-round pick this year, and if they somehow find a way to be in the top 8, I don't see them needing another pick. Because
so the Pelicans got their own pick?
Yeah, they have their own pick, and then they also have the Bucks top 4 protected, which now
they're trying to get that Bucks pick from us. That's why I don't want to do no business with them, bro.
Well, I mean, ultimately, though, again, if you're talking about getting a number 1 overall pick like between 15 and 22, plus an additional future first, I mean, why not?
Because you keep how are we going to do that and not win games?
I'm not saying
hold on, no. If Jordy, first off, he ain't gonna have no weight problems if he get coached by Jordy. Jordy gonna have him either working out or something, bro. Like, it's no way in the world that Zion gonna be part of this. This ain't the same team no more. Jody Fernandez made a whole different identity to this team, bro.
But that's why I'm saying him in Brooklyn, that could like a lot of times players that have issues in certain areas, either one are stuck in their own way and they're going to be screwed throughout their career, or two, they need a change in scenery and a better coaching staff that's willing to push them to limits that maybe other staffs weren't willing to do. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you can get him for cheap, by all means, why not? Like,
I don't know. Let's go to John, man. We had a stalemate again, man. We always had a stalemate. John, talk to us, man.
I was gonna say, I don't think that you're hearing me though. I wouldn't do it this.
What picks you talking about? The Knicks? You got to be talking about the Knicks and the Bucks pick, because we got to keep our pick.
You know, it's so interesting.
It's like a 2029 pick.
I'm saying no. I'm saying that we have 4 first-round picks this year. I would not make the trade in season. Let this season finish. Like, don't trade for a start of the season. I'm not saying that. I'm saying once you see what those picks are, the Pelicans already have 1 pick. They want the Bucks pick. If that pick is later than 18, I'd be open to moving that for Zion. And then throw in like a 2027 or a 2028 pick plus Nick Claxton and a salary filler. That to me is a steal for a guy who was a previous number 1 overall pick who's dealt with some injury history. Like that, that's interesting. But again, the GM in me says his availability has been an issue. I personally wouldn't do it. So
they didn't got a healthy contract too, right?
What's interesting about his contract is it's not fully guaranteed. I think if he doesn't hit a certain weight limit, like if he goes over a certain weight limit, he actually could be like released, and they don't get penalized in dead cap salary for it.
What you think, John?
You
I don't know. What you think, John?
what's so interesting? I was on Gary's Nothing But Net show today, and he brought up the Zion topic at the end because I even saw online say some people were talking about it. And at the end of the day, the Nets don't have to do anything with Zion. Listen, who would have thought Zion Williamson would have had this bad of a trajectory, downfall, mind you, with the way his health is gone, the injuries, just not eating so much. It's like you never would have thought somebody like this who came in so hot would be so cold. And just looking at him recently, he got a big tattoo back on him, and then he showed his pot belly. It's like this guy clearly didn't want to be there. And then when the news came out that he fires representation because he wants to be in New York, he never wanted to go to the Pelicans organization. Like, that's my big problem with Zion. Is your motivation to be in a big market? Is it to be one of the best players in the league? Like, I feel like we never really got to know what Zion's motivation is to be a top player in this league, and it seems he's really lost his way. So when you look at a team like us, I'm not even going to try to get him in the offseason. If I had a crack at him, it'd be this season. And given the fact that, like you said, Dylan, his value is so damn bad, I'll say to Pelicans, you got a Zion Williamson problem, we got a Ben Simmons problem. You take the cap space, we'll take his contract, we'll see what happens. Like, that'd be the only deal I'd offer on the table. I'm not giving you a Claxton, I'm not giving you a Johnson, I'm not giving you 3 first-round picks. Like, that's your only out. Our only out is cap space with them, which they probably need to figure out what they're going to do after they trade Ingram. So that'd be the only deal. That'd be the only deal.
You don't think they're trying to trick us? Hold on, you don't think they're trying to trick us to make sure they get that bro? Because let's call it what it is, bro. If the Bucks are injury away from us getting that pick. And I ain't even saying Giannis. I ain't putting no injury on him for real. I'm just being real about basketball, bro.
Regardless.
Nah, I mean a good
we're
pick,
getting the
though.
pick regardless.
But no. I mean, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm fishing for a top 10 pick, more like 5, 6, 7, like 7.
Yeah, I don't know if that pick's going to be. I don't know if that pick's going to be lottery, but like Dylan said, if they're in the 5 through 8 seed, the Bucks are, that pick will be around 18 or something like that, which is probably the best you could hope for. The way that Giannis is playing at an elite level, but like you just said, all it takes is one injury for the Bucks to crumble to hell. But I'm not going to bet on that. I'm going to look at the fact that they're in a very competitive top of the East bracket, not the bottom, but the top. And unless the Bucks go on like a 40-50 win run, it'd be hard to see them catch a team like Boston or the Cavs right now. So a lot of stuff can be in play there. But like, just going back to the Zion thing for a second, that's the only way I'd entertain it if they're willing to take on Ben's contract. Other than that, I'm staying away from Zion. Like you said, the injury history is too much right now. I don't know what his motivation is. If he wants to be a top player anymore.
John, what we paying him a year, John?
Zion, how much does he make? Like $50 million or something like that, or 40?
Damn, he make more than Ben Simmons.
No.
Nah,
he makes
36.7. Okay. See, and like you just said. Now, and Breezy, like you just said, the last 3 years of his contract non-guaranteed. So for Brooklyn, it's not like we're taking a huge risk. You see, if he could get healthy, get back in game shape, hey, you know what? You got a former first-round draft pick alongside a possible Harper, Ace, or Cooper with a Thomas. That could maybe work. But like you said, there's a lot to weigh there. And I don't think we're going to do it. I think the way we impact the Pelicans this season is if we do a 3-team deal where Ingram goes to the Lakers, Claxton goes to the Pelicans. We collect whatever assets we can collect. That's the way I really see us doing business with the Pelicans this year, is if they're willing to take Claxton off our shoulders and we get some assets back. I don't think the Zion thing's going to happen, though, really. I don't think it will.
To be honest with you, and again, I attack it because it wasn't successful with them, and they high draft picks. I think they like 1 and 2. So it didn't work there. Now you want to come to Brooklyn, come to the Eastern Conference, and y'all supposed to dominate over here? No, hell no. If it didn't work over there, it ain't gonna work over here. Like, I'm not jacking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want Ace Bailey on the team, and and this is why I had these conversations so I could look past that. But realistically, I understand from a coach perspective, you're not trying to expect him to win a championship in his first season or even his first 2 seasons. That's why I kind of agree when it comes to the 2-year rebuild. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Give Jordy Fernandez grace. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, give him 2 years. Like, damn, he got to win it the second year he had. I mean, I know he's a good coach, but come on.
Nah, you know
You
what
know what
the
I'm
great
saying?
thing though is,
Here's the
Breezy, is
trade
that we're
that
going
I
to be
like.
connected to stars the next few years, so there's no reason to rush anything. Eventually, the pieces will all line up where our prospects, our vets, wherever star we get, will all come together and it'll work in our favor. It's like it just comes down to Mark's timing. Like it has to be right. You don't got to jump the gun this year. You don't got to jump it next year. But after 2026, that's kind of when you have all your chips in place and you can start making those big moves. It's just it depends on if Marks is actually willing to go through on it because he hasn't gone through on everything he's ever set out to do for this team. So cross your fingers on that. But like you said, our first goal, get a top draft pick next summer and then let the cards play out and see, who becomes available a year or two down the line and we make our moves.
Well, so here's the trade that I looked at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, this would be if it's in the off season, it would be after the draft. So realistically, teams have done things in the past where they know that a trade is going to work. So they have the team select the player that they want at that pick. So this way they can include that player in that package. So when I add this Bucks 2025 pick, it means that whoever we draft with that pick was who the Pelicans wanted.
Okay.
So I just want to make that clear. But this is a deal that's like very intriguing, especially for a guy, like I said, who's a number one overall pick. It's Zion Williamson to Brooklyn for Nick Claxton, Shake Milton, the Bucks 2025 pick, and the Knicks 2027 pick.
I feel like we're giving too much though, Dylan. Like at the end of the day, I would offer them Ben
It's a
Simmons.
number one
That's it.
overall.
Take it or leave it. You get nothing else. Like his value is so
Fact is
bad.
whack. You can't sell Ben Simmons for a number one overall pick who's younger,
Well,
healthier.
he's a former
surprisingly.
number. Well, actually, they're both former number one picks, and they're both unhealthy.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
Ben
actually
Simmons is a
the
dead
best
body.
plea to steal you could offer,
Chance.
probably.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons is a dead body, and Zion Williamson has a chance. Like,
I don't know, man.
not
His legs are
comparable.
falling off the bone. I saw a meme today where somebody had a piece of meat and literally just fell and didisintegrated off the bone. So that ain't looking too good
Yo,
for Zion.
hold on, man. Y'all wilding right now.
No,
Hold on,
Breezy, I'm
shout out.
not kidding.
Hold on, yo. Shout out to everything
Yeah,
Brooklyn Nets, John. Subscribe to him and what he got going on. He all over the place. Give us a quick commercial, John. We ain't even get into that yet.
Nah, no problem. Listen, Breezy, Dylan, always fun talking good basketball with you. If you ever want to find me, check out my Twitter at OS91413 John. We have some great conversations. I did a show on Gary's Nothing But Nets today. Now I'm on Breezy's podcast because I'm everything BK Nets, John. Oh, we got hoops up in here. Okay. Here we go.
Is it the real hoops though? Is it the real?
It's me. What's good, man? What's good, guys?
Hey,
Okay,
BK.
okay. Hold on. We gotta go to Dylan. Shout to BK. Yeah, Dylan, just give us a quick commercial, real quick.
Yeah, if you want your quickest news, updates, rumors, anything, feel free to follow us on Instagram at NetsPress. Make sure to subscribe to us for our podcast at BK Network Podcast, also on Twitter at BK Network Pod. And then once Hoops gets his in real quickly, I want to just pull up Zion's stats to show John why Ben Simmons and him are not comparable whatsoever.
It's the cheapest, fairest deal. Like, why am I giving you
It's not
Claxton
fair.
and picks on
It
top
is
of
not
it?
fair.
I'm doing
It
the
is not
Pelicans more a favor. I'm doing
It's like,
Nets a favor.
There is nothing fair about that. That's like
Yes,
hold
there
on,
is.
hold on,
They
hold
get
on,
free
that's
cap
like
hold
space.
on,
We
yeah.
get a guy who
Hold
could
on,
not do
hold
it
on,
on this team.
hold on. We gotta finish the commercials. It's hoops. Go ahead. BK and Wild Hoops.
Yeah,
Let's get a.
no Zion, man. I mean, I told you guys already. Like today's NBA, these guys shoot a lot of threes. His
I
weight,
agree.
it's going to put a lot of stress on his lower extremities, and that's going to result into a lot more injuries and everything, man. If this is like 25 years ago and they don't shoot that many threes, fine. But today's NBA, no. And same thing with Joel Embiid, no, none of these big lumbering guys, man. No.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Subscribe to BK and Wild Hoops. Nets fans is the best fans. We got Easy on the page too. Yo, Easy. Yo, what's
What's good? What's good?
yeah, what's
Easy.
good? Easy.
Yo, Brooklyn family, what's up? What's up? What's up, man?
What's good?
Doing
What's the
well,
word?
man.
What's
Doing
good?
well.
Easy.
Hey,
Good,
man.
man.
Shout out to BK, shout out to John, shout out to Dylan. Breeze, my guy. What's the word, dog?
Chilling, man. You know, regular shit, man. I was seeing if Leafs gonna come on here, but somebody was asking for a fan was asking about him. They was like they like his content and all that. So shout out to Leaf, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing personal, you know what I'm saying?
You kick Leaf
But
off. You
nah, I ain't kick him off. I subbed him. I ain't kick him off. It's two different things you could do. You could sub him. That means you just put him in the studio. Just put him in the studio. I was going to finish saying what I was going to say uninterrupted. And then I was going to bring it back to the pen. And we went in the chat. You finished off. You see, he ain't leave without putting something in the comments. So shout out to him. But yeah, man. It is what it is. I'll see Leaf later, man. Back to Nets business. You know what I mean? It ain't been a game tonight. I didn't even know I was doing this shit with anybody to keep it tall with you. Well, because I was ran. I was ran because I ain't want nobody trying to change my mind on this shit. I just wanted to. I can't just let that shit slide though. I can't just have people out there trying to push that proper Pelican propaganda on us. You know what I'm saying? Can't have no Pelican propaganda on us like that, man.
you would have won Zion if he cost
because I
cheap.
have the stats, right? And again, I've said it numerous times. I'm not for trading for Zion right now, but again, if you are in a position where you can give up a very, very small package for an all-star to try and form him back into health, all right, I'd be interested. Doesn't mean I still want to do it, but I'd be interested. So real quickly, here's his stats. He's had 2 seasons where he's played under 30 games, which was his first season
Ouch.
and his 3rd season. But,
Damn. What season he in right now?
He's in his 5th. But
Damn.
his 2nd season, he played 61 games, and his 4th season, which was last year, he played 70. Which
Say he missed the playoffs?
Well, he missed the playoffs after the play-in tournament, which he had 44 points in, I believe, or some shit.
Yeah, but they lost because he didn't play that game, right?
No, they actually won
They
it.
won it. They won it. They lost the first round.
Oh, they lost the first round? Hold on, easy. Hold on. In that first round, he wasn't he wasn't there, right? He wasn't there, right?
No, because he had a grade 3.
Oh,
Breeze
right.
is
I know. I was just saying.
Hate, bro.
No. I was just trying to get it right. I'm just trying to get it right. That's all.
Here's the stats that I'm looking at, though, that are very interesting. He has improved every single season outside of 1 in rebounding, but this season alone, he's played 6 games. He's upped his rebounds from 5.8 last season to 8 per game. He's upped his assists from his rookie year from 2.1 to this year. He's at 5.3. And he was still averaging 22.7 points per game this season, which is actually his second lowest in his career. So,
hold on. You know about injuries? Because Ice be knowing about injuries and shit. Shout out to Ice, man. Subscribe to his page. What was the injury he was out for in the playoffs? What was that injury?
Hamstring.
Oh man, the same thing that happened to Harden. Why go down that road?
And it was the same hamstring that got him on the IL this year around. I think it was his other hamstring too. I think both his hamstrings.
Dylan, bless his heart, man.
Hold on. I like Dylan's trade package I was listening to, man. You're not giving up much to get him. That's little, man.
What do you mean? You're giving up Claxton at 2 first. I'd rather give up Bennett a first. That's way better.
Hold on, though. John, we've talked about trading Nick Claxton in a 3-team deal to the Pelicans for literal dog shit and just picks. So
that's fine. We're rebuilding. I'm cool with that deal, but it feels like we're giving the Pelicans a lot more in this deal. Zion.
So we're giving up an extra player in Shake Milton
for Zion. I'll take that deal. Even though
I was going to say you're giving up Shake Milton, which is a salary filler. Realistically, we're not using all 6 picks that we have in this draft. So either you're going to trade some away for a player, or you're going to trade up in the draft. Again, so using 1 pick that's going to be between 15 and 25 potentially, who gives a shit? And then the Knicks pick in 2027, they're still going to be in contention by then. So realistically, we're not giving up much, and it's a former number 1 overall pick.
That don't mean nothing. He's only played 6 games this year, Dylan. The shot is this season, not off season. Off season, I've got my top draft pick. I'm moving on and looking at Zion's direction.
There's no 27, so I would give up that pick, that 27 pick. There's no AJ in there. Now 26, hell no.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like this is literally trading for like a 3rd caliber player on your team. Instead, you have an opportunity to rehab and heal up Zion, who could be a number 2 on a winning team.
Boy,
that to me is pretty interesting.
Boy, David Griffin would be selling Zion extra low.
I don't know, Dylan. I'd rather Zion show me healthy for 1 whole season on any other team before you invest in him, man. Because I
Like,
feel
so
like we're
hold
doing a
on.
Ben Simmons 2.0 here, taking on a guy who's even more injury prone right now, and a
Right.
guy who's
He is
unhealthy.
definitely not
So
more injury
Right.
prone.
But that's
Last
what I'm
season he
saying.
played
Why
7
nobody
games.
addressed what
2
I
years
said
ago he
about
played
how he
15
missed the
games.
playoffs? How he missed
well,
the
what do you mean he's not
playoffs?
injury prone? I think Zion's been injured almost every season. I think he's gotten through one whole full
Listen,
season yet.
listen.
Listen,
Everybody, shout
I'm
to,
gonna compare the stats with Ben Simmons and Zion just to see how stupid this sounds.
bro.
Because the fact that we're even debating this, like again,
I'm
I'm
not. I'm
saying that
not
I'm not
Dylan. I
for
promise you, I'm not debating that shit. I don't even
no,
care.
I'm not talking
Oh,
about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about John. Right now, as the
oh,
season is
Dylan, we're
going,
basically trading garbage for potential garbage who could maybe be redeemable garbage. That's fair. Like, why am I
that's
giving Claxton and picks away to Pelicans? I'm doing them a favor, like
because the
Sean Marks
Pelicans need
always
a
does.
center. That's
You know what Sean Marks
logical.
always does?
The
It's a
Pelicans need
problem,
a center.
Breezy.
That's
He always
logical. You
makes other
can't play
teams
Ben
better
Simmons
and
like
makes our
that
team
because he's not on the
worser.
team.
yeah,
Come
yo,
on,
but hold on,
you gotta
Dylan,
use
hold on,
logic.
Dylan, John. Is it fair to say that he has the advantage in all of these situations?
He
Who
should. He
has
has
the
all the cards right now. I'm offering you Ben
Right,
Simmons and a pick. Take it or leave it. Sayonara. That's it.
bro. Like,
John?
he
What?
can't, bro.
John,
He can't. Oh,
hold
You
on,
high?
listen.
pause,
Nah,
Let
if he
Dylan
don't
go.
do nothing, hold
This
on.
is
What
the
I'm saying,
stupid
if
key
he
at this
don't do
point
nothing
in time.
hasty,
You
if he
you
doesn't
can't
do
trade Ben
nothing
Simmons in the
hasty,
offseason
he'll
because
be
he's not on
good,
the
bro.
team. You
He'll be
can't trade
good,
Ben
bro.
Simmons in the offseason because he's not on the team. That's the
That's
point.
why it's this
You
season.
can't
But I'm not.
trade him.
But Dylan, I didn't
Like
want to
Nah,
you
I'm
trade
not
only
for him
taking
in the
that
have one season
contract.
offseason.
in the tank. Yeah,
Like
you only
Dylan,
have
if
one
you
This,
have to trade between Giannis
I'm not trying to
or
finagle
You're
nothing.
saying, guys,
I
if
ain't
you
wait,
trading
trade Ben
them
wait,
nothing.
Simmons
we have
who's
to trade
averaging
between
23, 8, and
De'Aaron
5 for a guy
Fox,
that's
Giannis,
averaging
and
5, 5,
Zion.
and 6,
I'm choosing those two guys over
that's
Zion in the
weird.
offseason.
I ain't
To
giving
keep
them
it real
nothing.
with you. I'm not even going to entertain. If I choose
I'm
between
not.
Giannis,
I'm
De'Aaron
not giving
Fox,
them
and
nothing,
Zion,
yo.
Zion's not even in my top two at that point.
Yeah,
Again,
I'm
I'm
not
not
giving
saying I
them
want
nothing, bro.
Zion. I'm just saying that a fair package for him is the deal that I'm showing you guys. You're saying Ben Simmons and what? No picks? You're saying Ben straight up?
Two
The
picks,
guy,
two picks. That's being fair. I'm being
the
generous at
guy.
that point.
That's not generous. The guy's averaging
You're
5,
being
5,
emotional,
and
Jonathan.
6.
What
Yeah,
do you
like
mean I'm being emotional? First of all, if we're
Ben
making them
Simmons.
better in the
Ben
offseason
Hey,
Simmons.
this year.
you trying to say you rather keep Claxton than Ben Simmons? You're losing your
Oh
mind, man.
man, it's the wrong
You're,
deal. I'd rather do the three-team deal where we get assets back, where Claxton goes to the Pelicans and Ingram goes to the Lakers. I like
The
that deal because at
Pelicans
least
don't need him, man. I mean,
no, the
they don't
Pelicans
have
do
a
need
starting
Claxton.
center. Okay, BK, they didn't have a starting center. The starting center is Daniel Tice.
not the Pelicans. I'm talking about the. Wait, what was it? What was the trade package though, man?
The trade package that I offered was Nick Claxton, Shake Milton, the Bucks 2025 first, and the Knicks 2027 first for Zion Williamson. That is
I would take that deal. That's a good deal.
That's the most
That's
logical
a
deal that you can
great
possibly
deal for
think
the
of.
Nets and a dog shit deal for the Pelicans.
In terms
Bucks
of
pick is
picks,
going to be
yes.
like 15, 20, 22 or something like
Yeah.
that. Between 15 and 22.
You
in
giving up
terms of,
Zion for a 15 pick?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. In terms of picks, yeah, it's probably bad for the Pelicans, but at the same time, they're freeing up $5 million in cap space, plus they're getting a full-time starting center to put alongside DeJounte and whoever they have
And you
around
would
that team.
never get a star player again in your tenure, David
Yeah,
Griffin.
for that price. That's why I'm saying I don't want Zion right now. But if that was a deal that they'd take, I'd have to listen to it because that's interesting.
Yeah, as long as
Like,
you're not giving up much for Zion. I mean,
Exactly.
I would sooner trade for De'Aaron Fox over Zion, man. If De'Aaron Fox,
Everybody would. But the whole conversation is about Zion Williamson right now. We're not comparing and contrasting other stars. We're talking
but
about
Dylan, it just seems like the in season, since Zion's not even going to play probably the rest of the season, I would consider trading.
That's
but
not
off season,
true.
I'm not even looking at him.
January. He'll probably be back after January. That's not true.
You sure, Dylan? I mean, this guy can't even get through
trying
season.
to get him to lose weight and regain that health in his leg.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this season.
Bro,
But
nah,
I'm not even money
that's
on that
another
one.
rehabilitation situation, bro. Like, no, we supposed to have them play basketball already. Like, not
Did you hear what
rehabilitate
Sham
all these
said today?
players.
He said Zion's not even close to coming back. It might even be past December,
So we're
January.
talking about rehabilitation, guys, but we just brought in Zion Williamson this year for cheap, and look at how he's done this year. He's been fine.
Nah, but still, that's different.
I would trade
Ben
for him
Simmons,
and then
Ben
shelf
Simmons has
him,
already
man.
played 16 games this season.
Zion Williams, he don't get paid nowhere near neither one of those guys. And on top of that, he more. And on top of that, he's more reliable than both of those
Zion's
guys.
play better defense than both those guys. If you want to keep it 100
Yo,
this
listen,
season.
man.
Facts.
You gotta,
Hold on,
hold
you
on.
gotta
You
Facts.
gotta play both sides of the basketball. You're looking at
He had a few games. Remember the Nuggets game where he went off?
He's
Remember the
not
Boston
that
game where he dropped
good,
Yeah,
23?
Jonathan.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, you
He
see,
Zion
got
this, Breezy? You see this,
he
Breezy? You
got.
don't watch the games. You
Yo,
don't watch
listen,
the
listen,
games.
John, hold on. Let me say this to John. John, remember when Zion Williams was gone to Brandon Ingram for the last play of the game?
And
Why are
Trey
we
Murphy. It was
and
Ingram and Murphy.
and
He won
and
us the
on?
game on defense.
Hold on, John. To make matters worse, Zion wasn't even there. He
Yeah.
wasn't even there. Like, so
Yeah.
all right, but
he's not
realistically, how
even
are you
there.
looking
He
at
would
that
be on.
playoff?
He would hold on. He would be the same thing. We would revisit the same thing we did as Nets fans, and they would be on paper. We would have him on paper opposed to him playing, and we supposed to be trying to get that draft pick. Don't you want Tank?
Facts.
But
I'm
that's
I'm
why
all
I'm
about getting a
saying this
top pick
year
right
you need
now.
to
It's
do it.
my
But that's why
mindset.
I'm
But
saying
he
this
probably
year.
won't even play. He probably won't even mess up the whole situation.
But that's
Who
why
you
I'm
talking
saying
about,
this
Zion
year.
Williamson?
Yeah,
Huh?
he probably
Nah,
won't
you
even
get him over
play.
here. You put him on the shelf until next year.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Nah.
not even think about playing him this year.
Y'all
What?
trying to y'all
How you
hold
gonna
on,
get him
but
money?
I wouldn't even do the deal this year. I think that's what people aren't listening to. Like
So,
this is a
but
deal
why
that
would you even
realistically would
entertain
not
it
be
though, Dylan? Because think about it, the Pelicans aren't going anywhere anytime soon
because
in the
you're
West. They're
telling me
not
that
going to
you
catch
can
up.
get a guy that averages 23, 8, and 5 if you can get him healthy for cheap. Why not? Ben Simmons this season, if we're talking about rehabilitation, guys, Ben Simmons this year, the first year under Jordy Fernandez and the first year after being considerably healthy, he has already played one more game than he has played all of last year. So why are we thinking that you can't rehabilitate Zion into some form of health?
I mean, he's getting injections in his hamstrings, Dylan. That's not something you hear every day
Ben
for every
Simmons is
player.
getting injections into his back. Literally, that is something
Hey,
that's
you know
career
what? He
ending.
gives them free
Played
cap
more
space. The
games
Pelicans
than
need a
basketball.
direction right now. If they get free cap space and we get a
They're a
potential
second apron
reclamation
team. They've already
project,
been penalized. They're not going to have cap space. They're a second apron team. They've already been penalized. They will not have cap space. Does not matter what they do. It's going to take them 2 seasons to get under the first apron for them to get cap space again, under new CBA rules. So realistically, it doesn't matter about cap space for them. They need to still be a team that's going to contend. And the reason why they're looking at a starting big and looking to move Brandon Ingram is because they want to continue trying to win. They have a great roster. DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones. If they added a Nick Claxton or a starting center, they would be a very good team. There's no doubt about that. And then they can try and move off of Zion for more depth. That team is going to be in contention in the West.
They probably use B for that.
I'd rather get a star that's healthier, more reliable. Just personal preference. Like I would only entertain if the
I
Simmons deal could
agree.
happen, but
agree.
I
You
wouldn't.
understand
with
Zion
the
doesn't want to
packages
be
out.
there, right? So if he's in a place that he really wants to be at, I think he'll actually get it together, man.
I agree that there's other stars that we want more, but this entire show and topic is about Zion Williamson. That's what I'm saying. Like we're not talking about other people.
hold on. Yo, Leaf Jordan Peter. Yo, Leaf, you wanna debate if you debate Zion should be on the team?
Don't
And
nah, we're not doing that, bro. Now fuck that, man. Let my dog lock, man. What the fuck?
What happened?
We was talking about Zion being on the team, so I'm just saying you be for it and I'll be against it.
Why are you trying to force my dog
Wait,
to
what?
debate? What's
No,
going
I'm
on?
not.
Like in
Bro,
a
hold up.
debate.
Yo, how did he get pressed into debating, bro?
Wait. No,
What?
No, bro,
hold up.
like come on, man. Stop it. Easy. All right, easy. I'm gonna stop it.
Yes.
All right, I wasn't falling for that shit anyway, bro. I actually had something else on my mind. It could wait for later, bro. Like I mean, Zion. First off, Zion tried to jump in some chick DMs and got shut down, bro. I seen
Oh,
that.
I
I put that
saw
shit on
that,
Twitter.
bro. Oh, that was wild.
Yeah. He tried to jump in old girl that was damn, little badass motherfucking milk joint,
Is
bro.
she
That
the
was
girl that's in the
What are you
WNBA that
talking
hurt her
about?
leg or something?
No,
She
no, no,
hurt
no,
her
no, no,
leg.
no, no. She was doing the
What?
she was doing the
Oh
fight. She was
man.
doing the fight. This nigga easy.
Oh, Sydney
Easy
Thomas,
alert now.
whatever her
No,
name is.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Now
fucking up
easy lit.
now.
Yo, easy got the
easy
panel
alert.
lit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk.
Nah. So the chick was she was one of the ring girls
Jake
for the
Paul,
fight
Tyson.
against Jake Paul and Tyson that
Was
night.
it the white girl, blonde haired, Sydney Thomas or whatever her name is?
Oh, this
something
nigga
like
went
that.
for the milk.
Yeah. That nigga Zion. Yeah, Zion tried to jump up in there. He was talking about. She's like, "Hey, shorty, check your DMs." She was like, no, you might want to get healthy, man. I'm good on that. Thanks, bro."
Oh, that's it. Yo.
healthy.
She told that nigga to get healthy though.
Get healthy.
She saw the badass back tattoo when she saw the pot belly on the other side.
Nah.
She's like,
She
nah,
she
I'm
heard
good.
about the Mariah Mills joint and
Yo,
everything. So
but like, what? Wait, all right, man.
nah, she shot him. I ain't gonna lie. She curved him. She hit him with the balloon pop.
That's
Like
a
right
crazy
on.
curve.
Yeah, she hit him with that. She a fly little joint, man.
Yeah.
She look like she look like she just taking pictures.
Zion
You
doesn't
know,
even have an off court game. Why are we gonna take a chance on him, man? That's
she don't
worse.
even have a off geek, bro. Exactly, bro. Like you listen.
Why she
I ain't
even
gonna lie,
posting
bro.
this?
Like listen, be honest with you, bro. I'd rather Giannis than this fool, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you,
Well,
bro.
that's
If
not
I
even
had
a
one to
question.
choose,
Facts, man.
If
Listen, if
you had
Giannis
to
wants to
choose
come here
between
and Zion wants to come
if
here, I'll take Giannis and
if
Zion,
Giannis
man.
was
that
actually
makes
up
like
for grabs, bro, and Zion was, bro, it's no question I'm picking Giannis. No
Yeah.
that's a
question in
no
my mind.
brainer.
And he's at
I'm
peak
not doing
physical
this.
health, pretty much,
That's a
as
no
far
I
as
don't
his
even know
structure
why this is
goes.
a topic, bro. When I basically got shot to death about my Nikola Topic idea, bro, like but in his injury. So I don't even know why this is a topic. But go ahead. Y'all could go ahead and carry on how y'all was doing, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I'm not breezy. I'm not breezy. You not trying to funnel me in no damn debate, bro. That's not gonna happen.
Shit is crazy.
Yo,
But,
Big Leaf, what's good, man?
What's going on, BK?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I am not for trading for Zion. I'm just saying that there's a package out there that if you can get him for cheap, you have to think about it.
I don't know about that
Yo,
package right
Dylan.
there.
You have to
David
think about it. Doesn't mean you have to do it.
Dylan. I thought
David
You
about
know
it.
Griffin
what?
would
Yeah,
be a bit crazy,
Dennis
man.
Wilson actually makes a good.
Dylan, I thought about it, bro, and it only took 2 seconds for me to decline, bro. That's just it,
So
bro.
Dennis Milton actually makes a good point, right? He's in the comment section there, and Zion's heart may be in the New York Knicks, and we'll have a Dame situation where he's unhappy, and it's a serious gamble.
That's why I said it's not worth it to me. But again, if you're telling me that there is a cheap deal out there where you can grab a star, first of all, the Knicks have literally no chance of getting Zion. It doesn't even matter if he wants to be there or not. They'd have to trade
Right,
one of either OG or Mikal or Cat, and they're not doing that. So
right.
they invested in that roster. That's their roster. They could have waited a year to go after Giannis rather than going for Cat and Mikal.
I mean,
Instead,
yeah, they could
instead they
have
went with the
before
power
letting
offensive.
OG rob them with a spork, bro. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. So like realistically, the Knicks went in too quickly when they had opportunities to land a guy like Giannis, and they chose not to. So they have no opportunity to grab Zion. It doesn't matter if Zion wants to stuff his face in the fucking Knicks; he's not going to be able to do it. So
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you, but listen, everywhere
I
now we
still think
going.
he's going to be in the. I think he's still going to be in Chicago.
I
I
think
think that's what he's.
Dylan, I think you make a lot of good points, but listen, the Jimmy Butler case got shut down, and it only took a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
Yep.
That's out. The
That's why
Giannis
I'm
thing
saying, yeah,
got
we're
shut.
rebuilding. We're
Yeah,
doing it right.
The Giannis thing got shut down because now the Bucks are back up in
Nah,
the
he's gonna ask
standings.
out Leaf that if they
Yeah,
don't win a
no, if they
championship,
don't
he's
make it
out.
to the Eastern
You
Conference
know, that
Finals,
still got
Oh
fired
no,
too.
okay, all right, but for now it's shut down, bro, and now we
well, it
move
was
to
never an
Zion.
in-season thing.
Yeah.
But some way we moved to Zion. Like I swear to God, bro. Like sometimes I wish we played in Denver. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because like would we be circulating this much trade talk, bro, and on Twitter, bro, if we played
Don't
in
forget
like
about
in some
Fox,
middle,
Leaf. Don't forget
huh?
about Fox. Don't forget about Fox
Yeah,
when we was on
De'Aaron
that
Yeah,
Fox,
stream.
we've
man.
De'Aaron
tagged
Fox,
That's
I've
really
tagged
what's
will we
good.
Fox
be
on that. I've
circulating this
followed
much?
Giannis
Will
and
we be
Fox so far
like?
this
I
year.
gotta ask a question. Will we be circulating a much around this much trade drama if we didn't play in the metropolitan area, bro? I
I
feel
mean,
like that's
realistically, the
why it is.
reason I feel like the main reason why we are is because we have the second most draft capital and we have the most cap space going into next offseason.
I mean,
So
Right.
didn't the Thunder have all of that?
no, the Thunder don't have that cap space. They gave it all to Isaiah
Right. They
Hartenstein.
didn't have the cap space.
Yeah,
They only
they
had the
were
draft
favored to
capital.
land.
Right.
But they
Yeah,
still got the
they were
15
favored.
picks, so they're still in
Oh,
power play
yeah, they
position.
were favored to land a ton of stars over the past 2 3 years, but they just chose to pick horde
They
and
was
draft
the
people.
favorite to add a ton of stuff. I'm well, okay. So like, I'm not in tune with OKC's Twitter or OKC social media how it works. If you're telling me that anybody that somebody from OKC social media or Twitter or Facebook or whatever that was in that had plug stories about them getting as many being aligned with many trades and as many stars as we are right now, bro. Like I'll be happy in all ears to hear it. I would like to see posts. I would like to see you listen. You got me on Twitter, bro. You can forward me in posts. You can send me anything that you want to send me that equivalates to this, bro. Because I swear to God, if we played in the middle of the country or in Kansas or New Mexico, promise you we would not be circling around this much trade drama.
If they had the cap space, yes, they would, man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Plus, Leaf, you eventually want to be a contending team, right? We're definitely going to get one star. I definitely think we will. I don't think we're going to go all homegrown guys. We keep it 100 with this current management team.
I know. Listen, look. I think a lot of that is bound to happen, but at the same time, I feel like, bro, like somebody out of this next 3 years of drafts, bro, like 1 or 2 players out of these next three years of draft have to be along for the ride. If you're getting stars to plug in 19-year-olds, you're plugging them in with guys that's 25, that's stars on other teams that want to come here, or whatever the case may be, or however old they are, bro. Like as long as they not like 30 and 31 and KD age, and when he came here, bro, I'm cool with that. Now, the Giannis situation is a little bit sticky, bro, but at the same time, De'Aaron Fox is what, 26, 27?
Yeah.
Something like that? Okay. Okay. So, all right. So, De'Aaron Fox, 26, 27.
What's the ceiling on Igor, man? Is you think he'll be better than De'Aaron Fox or what?
I think Igor will gonna be better than a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why are we talking about De'Aaron Fox then? We can try to make a make a run for him.
Yeah, but I don't
know because De'Aaron Fox name has been linked to us, bro. Like because of the cap space. It seemed like as long as you got cap space, your name and any frustrated player that's looking for money is gonna be linked to you, I guess.
Yeah,
but I'm trying to think about another team. I'm trying to think about another team in the past 5 years that had cap space almost equivalent to us that was linking these names towards other than a tri-state team or other than a big market team or in a big market area.
I can't think of 2025 in the free agency is trash.
Yeah, no, this year's free agency is trash. But also, I don't think you guys are understanding though. It doesn't matter what like stars are available or who we're favored to get or what odds we are at landing a certain star. It doesn't matter until we draft who we draft. Like if we land that top 5 pick, if you draft the point guard, all right, all eyes are shifting towards Giannis in Brooklyn. If you draft an Ace Bailey or Cooper Flagg, all eyes are shifting towards De'Aaron Fox in Brooklyn. Like it all depends on who you draft. And if you're not drafting within the top 5, you're likely not making a move for a star. You're going to bottom out again next year for AJ DeVansta. So
you know what, Dylan? I'm glad you said that, bro, and which makes my Ace Bailey case a lot much stronger because like Giannis is going to be what 30, 31, and
he'll be 30.
If we go after him, it's going to be like trying to repeat of what we did with Kevin Durant all over again, and a lot of us don't want that
window rather than a 10-year
one.
Yes,
so De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox at the age of 26, bro, I'm okay at the age of 26, 27. I'm okay with
because you have like 7 good years in him.
You got like a good 5 to 7 good years out of him, bro. Like hell, I don't know how many years we squeezed out of Jason Kidd just to go that far back. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
what's the goal?
The goal is to bring somebody not as old in to pair up with somebody that we drafted.
Negatives.
Can I be honest with y'all? Because I haven't said this one yet. I haven't said this.
What do you mean? What's the goal?
The goal is to win a chip, not to be mediocre.
No, we're not trying to be mediocre, but we're trying to build the pieces towards that.
It's about the right combination, guys.
We're trying to build the pieces to lean towards.
Do you believe in Fox?
As a secondary star, yes. As a secondary star, yes.
If he's paired up with the right person, yeah, I do believe in Fox.
Yeah, I think if you fully develop Ace for 2 years while getting Fox like next year, then yeah, there's an opportunity where in 2 years you can be in that position. But again, so I haven't said this one yet, and Breezy and John, y'all know now that I fucking predict things, right? I've said Giannis is going to be available. next offseason
He
he's
did.
likely to be available. I said De'Aaron Fox is going to be available next offseason because the extension decline. Now there's already rumors about that. I'm going to put
Right.
this one out there. Within 2 years, Anthony Edwards could be available. And the only reason that I say that is because there's already been issues in Minnesota. Their window has now gotten brought into a shorter term because they got rid of Karl Anthony Towns. They have Rudy Gobert, who's aging. They have Randall, who's aging. They have Mike Conley, who's on the verge of retirement. Anthony Edwards has already shown frustrations. If there's any world that he becomes available in 2 years, that's the guy that you go for. Because if you've already drafted,
I'd rather
say,
go for
Parker,
Shea.
you'd rather go for who?
I'd rather go for Shea.
He's never
available in
available.
He's not going to be available, I don't think, BK. Why would he leave them right now?
Yeah, OKC
So
gave
the
him
guy that you
the
want,
keys.
BK, could be available and you don't want him?
I like Shea better, man. Shea-
I'm confused with that one.
No, I
Nah.
no, I definitely but
I'm leaning. Well, the Anthony Edwards shit, bro. Like, it seemed like a lot of guys that's under Nike, bro. We got a high chance of getting like, and Anthony Edwards
Yeah.
is under Adidas. So my
well,
thing is
the reason why I say Anthony Edwards is because, like, say you draft anybody in the top four, whether it's Igor Demen, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, or Cooper Flagg, all four of those guys fit with Anthony Edwards, right?
Right.
And if you're able to trade or sign a star before getting Ant, then you already have an opportunity to build a big three. So but that's why I said when we got our picks back originally, my goal was to be back in the star chase and contention race by the beginning of the 2027 season, because by then you've had two draft classes to build.
I mean, Dylan,
and you've had an
I
opportunity
like
to
the
sign a
plan,
great
Dylan, bro. But I think it's a bit tricky with this CBA, because if you look around, there's not no like this shit is basically like NBA Jam. It's 2 stars and role players, 2 stars and role players, 2
Except for
stars everywhere
Boston,
you.
they found a loophole.
That's how the NBA wants. Leaf is right. That's how the NBA wants it.
No,
Yeah. I think the
I don't like
the
his word
CBA
choice.
is like the CBA is kind of like it deviated from that Big Three era, because one, LeBron is old. 2, they felt like the Warriors cheated, and motherfucking CJ McCollum is a hater, bro. Like,
Boston is cheating right now, man. I mean, look at that
Boston
team.
is fucking.
Boston is cheating right now.
But that's my thing, though. Like, realistically, as a franchise,
I mean, it seemed like Boston is cheating because they got above average role
Yeah,
players, bro.
but
Like,
that's not going to last forever, the Celtics thing. Let's remember, you got 2 guys making $1 billion. Eventually, that's going to come to a head.
man, I mean, listen, they whole starting lineup is over a bill, and the owner put the team up for purchase.
Sale.
For sale, bro.
Yeah, but
like,
that's also because they
immediately
just won a
after that, bro.
championship and they're at their highest value.
Yes, and they're at their highest value.
Once the Celtics go down, the East is as wide open as it will be, and we're going to have a crack to win
I
title.
don't know. Wait. Not so fast. Not so fast,
you still
bro.
have teams like Orlando,
you still
Charlotte,
got team like Cleveland, bro, like, who just started the season like 16-0 or some shit, and they haven't even hit they win. And mind you, they picked up pieces that we were supposed to continue to build with once upon a time, and ran with it, bro. Like, listen, it's a good chance, bro, that Kenny Atkinson may do what Steve Kerr did with the Warriors. It's a good chance that might happen, but I'm not leaning on that.
Me of Quinn Snyder. He reminds me a ton of Quinn Snyder when he was in Utah with Mitchell and Rudy. That reminds me a ton of him. It's like similar coaching styles.
I mean, I think Kenny Atkinson is just a better offensive mind than Quinn. I think Quinn Snyder is more of a. I would like to say he's more of a defensive.
Yeah, look how Evan Mobley's playing, man. What a transformation, right?
You don't think so, bro? Like,
for a second.
The playoffs will tell us what type of team the Cavs are.
Kenny Atkinson is more of a.
They just beat Cleveland in a 25-point comeback. Or I'm sorry, they just beat Boston in a 25-point comeback. So clearly, if they stay healthy, they have an opportunity.
With the top 4,
they're the scariest matchup for Boston, because you have Mobley and Allen on Porzingis and Tatum. You have Mitchell and Garland who can outscore Drew Holiday and Derek White. That leaves whoever's playing the 3 on Jaylen Brown as like the biggest impact on that series, and whoever outperforms one another. That's how I look at it.
That's
It's the
basically
Cavs.
what
It's
it
the
is.
Cavs bench that's always a weakness, though. I feel like the Celtics have way more depth than the
I
Cavs
mean, no, I
have.
think they
in
no,
the
they
Ty
bench
playoffs,
they
in the
Jerome.
bench is
playoffs,
actually
they don't
better.
really use the
Yeah,
bench
They
that
Ty
much.
bench no,
Jerome's
no, they
playing
bench is
good.
actually better,
Max
bro.
Strus
Karis
is
LeVert is
there.
shooting 50, 40, 90 on 12 a game, bro. Like I'm like, yo, they
Regular
bench is
season, yes, but playoffs has always been the Cavs' death grip right there. Like they got to show in the playoffs that they can actually put it all
hey,
Yeah, but
together.
listen,
he
hey,
has
listen.
good coaching.
If they get if they get the road through the East, bro, that the Celtics got last year, bro, when they basically ain't had to play nobody, bro, and everybody was
Right.
hurt, bro, they'll be all right. I mean, shit.
No, that's a
like
fair point you mentioned for sure.
yeah. So I mean, realistically, bro, like I don't really
What happened if
Orlando.
everybody healthy?
Yeah, that too. But Orlando is the only team that's really surprising me, bro. Because Franz is, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Franz is what 28, 7 and
What
6.
about the Rockets?
Oh yeah, the
The
Rockets,
the
man, they've
Rockets,
been
the
quite
Rockets,
successful.
the Rocket. Let me tell you what the Rockets is. The Rockets is a part of a trend that's going on in the West, and it's been going on since Memphis. Since Memphis been a top 2 seed that year when they got when they got put out of the playoffs in the second round. That like I seen Memphis peak early and then go away. I seen Sacramento peak the year of the beam when Bobby was going crazy, and then they went away. And then I seen whatchamacallit last year, OKC peak and they still up right now. Don't get me wrong, bro. I mean, but the Chet injury is gonna come back to haunt them some one of these days, but I think they still gonna hold afloat for a while. They probably the only young team that I really believed in in them last 3 years, if you really count them. The Rockets, who else? The Grizzlies and the Kings, bro. Out of all of those young teams, that was all of those new and young teams that was kind of making a run and trying to make a name for themselves in the West. I'll be honest with you. OKC is the only team I really believed in. The Rockets, I don't even like as good as the Rockets is and as good as they can be. I still don't even think they really done with their roster. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I feel like they can still make some moves and make a
Who
good
the
hitch in
Rockets?
their roster after this year to
Who the
try to
Rockets?
get that. Yeah, I think the Rockets. I like. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know who they number 2 is. It's supposed to be Jalen Green, bro. Like, but I'm.
I heard the Rockets might be interested in making a play for Jimmy Butler if Miami keeps crapping the bed right now. So that could be interesting having somebody like Jimmy on that team
Oh,
being really
hey guys,
popular.
we just got
Bring
our,
it, bring it, bring
updated.
in, bringing Asian players from the East to the West, bro. That's a bad
Nigga,
look.
what? You
Yo,
think Pat
real
Riley
quickly.
trading Jimmy?
No. He not trading Jimmy. Jimmy gonna
You might
go into
have
free
to.
agent.
I mean,
Jimmy gonna go
easy.
into free
Miami's
agency.
been
Yeah.
atrocious so far, man.
Jimmy
They
gonna
just
nah.
lost to
Jimmy
Raptors
gonna
the
go
other
into free
night.
agency.
He gonna
Yo,
let that
He
we
gonna
man
have
let Jimmy
walk.
go into
big
free
news.
agency.
Yes, he
He gonna
gonna
let
let that
Wait,
he
what,
gonna
man
let
wait,
him
wait.
walk
walk.
in
Dylan's
the
got
free
news.
agency.
Dylan, what's your news, Dylan?
Brian Lewis says the Nets will play the Grizzlies at 8 p.m. on Friday, December 13th, and will host the Cavs in Brooklyn on Monday,
We
December
playing the
16th.
Grizzlies again?
Well, so remember the in-season tournament week. If you're not in it, they have to fill in games for you. So they filled in our games. So we have the Grizzlies
Wow.
and the Cavs. So hopefully 2 more losses.
Wow.
I'll
I
take
Merry
mean,
it.
I
Christmas.
don't know.
Morant
Like
just
you,
dropped 31
hold on.
tonight
Wait,
in a
Dylan. You
loss.
sure that's 2 more losses, bro? Like, cause we already beat Memphis twice, bro. Like that shit was.
Yeah, but we also beat them
Hey,
when they
look,
weren't fully healthy.
I mean, nah, Memphis. Nah, I've been to that Memphis game. Me and Jay went, bro. Zach Edey had 25 and 13. Toy Gun did 2 spin layups, bro. Claxton didn't
Yeah,
have
but
a
wasn't
chance.
Jaren Jackson out, and then John Morant was out for
No,
one
no,
of
no.
them?
Jared Jackson played that game. Jared
No,
I
Jackson
think
played
I
that
think it
game.
was
Desmond
Desmond
Bain
Bain.
was out and Marcus Smart was out. Yeah, the
Yes.
other guy
Marcus
played
Marcus
actually.
Smart is coming off the bench, but now on, and I think Scottie Pippen Jr. I think he was having his best stretch during that time, bro. Like
That's a
I
fact.
like that like
Yeah, I
we was
mean,
playing Memphis when
They,
they
they
was
also
at
got that
when
rookie Jalen Wells who's playing out of his mind. He
yeah,
just got
well,
rookie
That's
of
a
the
fact.
month.
I
That's a
think who
fact.
else they had Jay Huff going to the basket, bro, on us,
That's
bro.
a
Like
fact. That's a fact. All
Jay
facts.
Huff. That's one of the best basketball names I ever heard in my life. Jay Huff. But
no,
yeah,
I would
nah. We
say
was
These
we
are
was
facts.
playing
listen,
These are all
Memphis.
facts.
with the
Yeah,
current
we
team
was
right
playing
now.
Memphis when they was on their stride, bro. Like and that like they kind of
And
hit
we
like
still
a
shut
lump.
that fucking. And we still quiet the bear. We shut that bear down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
We
what
shut
I'm
did.
that shit
saying
down.
is with the
I
current
wonder
We
when they're
team,
did.
going to trade. I wonder
I
when they're
think
going to
they
trade
know.
Doe, man. The guy's been off for a week now. Make the move. Like, just trade him
That was
already
gonna
at this
say, the
point.
way that these teams
Nah,
look
nah.
here with
You
these
know,
injuries,
it's negotiations, bro. Like they trying to, you know how these trades is, bro. Like like it's all about. You know how the NBA when it comes to the trade market, the sucker is born every day. You know what I'm
You are
saying? So
Nah,
like,
dying for a trade, John. You are just
no,
dying
no. You
for
know
a
why?
trade.
Because his
I
last
will say
year, remember when Doe was worth 2 first-round picks? Now, after reading that Hoop Site article, he's worth 3 seconds. That's on Marks, man, for selling him now at his lowest value when his highest value was a year. And his 3-point shot sold 40%. But most people are saying now, I'm only going to give you 3 seconds and matching salary. And it's just like, damn. We might have to
what?
accept that,
Well,
unfortunately, because Mark's waiting too
we
long.
really gotta ask ourselves, bro. Like, if we do or we don't want to keep Cam Johnson, what is he worth right this second? You know what I'm
He's
saying?
worth
Like,
a
if
first-round draft pick and a prospect. I think the Magic, I keep
I
telling
heard we
you,
wanted
Magic are the
3.
best team right now.
I heard Sean Marks was looking for 3, bro, in a second.
I don't believe 3. Listen, he's not worth 3. You're lucky. You're lucky if a team like OKC gives you 2, or you're lucky a team like the Magic gives you a Jet Howard and that Nuggets first. That's
Belief,
it.
belief. You
Like, we're
see,
not getting a crazy ass hole other than
belief.
that.
No
Essentially,
belief. You see, negotiation. I come to the table high, and we could compromise a little bit lower now. So maybe I could get 2 first-round picks now.
Okay, I'm okay with that, bro. Like, T. I mean,
first round pick for who?
like, I listen. I feel like the picks is the picks, but like the picks is not to all be used. The picks is basically used to like, all right, yo, let's see who we could get that's gonna be a mainstay in the organization, and then the rest of these picks could basically go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we could trade up and then buy the rest of our team in free agency. That's how, at least how I feel like it's gonna go. So I feel like a lot of the first round picks in these next couple of years, bro, it's gonna be maybe like 2 to 3 guys that's gonna be mainstays in the organization, and then the rest of these niggas will basically kick rocks. You
Wait,
know what
yeah.
but
I'm
who are we
saying?
saying is worth 2 first round picks?
Cam
Cam
Johnson.
Johnson
Oh
potentially.
yeah, I've been saying that. I think it's an unprotected first and a pretty heavily protected second first.
Is it an unprotected first for this draft?
Uh it
You
depends.
want another pick in this draft?
I mean, you can have
Shit,
as many
I'll
picks
take
as you
it.
want. Yeah, because you can always trade up.
I would like to get that Nuggets
Are
first in
you
the
gonna
Magic,
trade up?
man.
Are you gonna trade up?
You don't think there's a team out? I mean, let's look at the draft order real quick because
No, but Dylan, this is a question I've been asking, and like this is not
Yo,
nothing new to nobody
how
on this.
confident is
Hold,
y'all that
hold,
Philly is?
hold on, Leaf, because this is a question I've been asking everybody on this panel, and I've been getting different answers, left, right, and center. Pause. That's what's been going on. I've been asking that question. You got 6 picks in this draft. What do you want to do? How many players are you walking away from this draft with? I done heard every number. I heard every number. I heard
I
every number.
always said 2.
It's probably 2 to 3. I think you're going to pair some of those picks to move up potential, or maybe move backwards if Marks
That's
sees a
not
guy
easy to
move
do
up.
though. That's not easy to do.
Right, but you can do it though, BK. And Marks has all these picks now. Like, that's part of being a strategical GM. How can you get the
When
picks you
has he
want?
ever did anything strategical?
I know, Leaf. That's why I'm saying you got to trade these vets soon. Like, Marks has a chance to regain some recognition, credibility this season, but it's like you're waiting all the way to the deadline again. It's such a fool's thing to do. Like,
You know why he waiting, bro? Because in the trade market, he's known to get robbed, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, people been running up on him like Burlington, bro. Like, they be like, yo, you giving
Facts,
up that
man.
up? You giving that up, right? Come on, let's go.
I
Come on,
would say
come on.
realistically, I believe Utah has Minnesota's pick this year,
Mm,
and they're currently
mm,
listed at 12 and 3,
mm,
and they also have pick
mm,
20. Or no, I'm sorry, they also have pick 30. Say that Utah gets a second lottery pick. You're telling me a
mm.
team that poor wouldn't take 2 or 3 of those picks that we have this year to move up into the lottery again?
Ooh,
You
that's
talk.
a good question. Remember,
You
Danny
wait,
Ainge,
wait, wait,
foul
wait.
merchant.
You talking to Danny Ainge now, so he probably
Yeah,
gonna ask for
man.
3 of your picks now. So are you willing to give up 3
No, but
picks to
that's what I'm
move
saying.
move
Because
to
right
what Utah
now,
going?
yeah, like say the NBA draft was today, right? Just say that this was
Mhm.
how the lottery worked. Utah has pick 3 and 12, and then 30. We have picks 9, I believe 18. Yeah, 9, 18, 23, and 27. You don't think that he would take picks 18 23, and then like one of these second rounders that we have to move up to 12. It may take an extra future first, but point being,
That's interesting.
you know,
That's
say that
very
our pick lands in the top 5 and we want to move up to 12. I think Ainge would want that because realistically, they have Brandon Ingram turned them down. Like they had a deal in place, and Brandon Ingram was like, "Yeah, I won't re-sign with Utah, so like let's not do that." You know, realistically, they have to build to the draft, and I think the more draft capital they have, it may actually help them in the long run. So
Well,
I don't know. I think Utah's a team
Dylan.
for a trade.
I think Dylan, bro. I think Utah is a team that you stay away from in terms of trade talks because Danny Ainge, bro, is one of the biggest robbers that the NBA has ever seen, bro. Like
Leaf,
this
you
is,
cannot conduct business like that, bro. You cannot.
Danny
bro. I
Ainge
mean,
is the
but no,
Robin
no, no,
Hood of
no,
the
no, 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 no,
NBA.
no, 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 no. Listen, the
All
only reason
because
why
you have a superstition of him being a robber, and you
it's,
have
it's,
good.
it's not it's not a
No, no, no.
superstition, bro. It's
Wait.
based
You
on
have good.
fact.
No, you have good cause for your reasoning, but you cannot conduct business like that. You cannot just
But
be like,
no,
I'm not
no,
talking
you
to that
not
man.
no. You can conduct
I mean, you
business.
could
You just
also
don't
look
conduct
at
business with him. You stay away from Utah, bro, because that is how Utah ended up getting a haul for Rudy Gobert. That's how they ended up getting a haul for Spider, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, they put themselves in position for this draft for this draft many years ago. They put themselves in a position for the Wemby draft, and they ended up getting a ninth pick. So realistically, bro, like they put themselves in position for drafts to come long before we made the trade before Mikal. So the
Right.
thing is, bro, like you gotta understand, Danny Ainge, bro, he knows how to flip a team. That's the one thing that he know how to do. He know how to flip a team, bro. He did that the minute that he got up in Utah, bro. The minute that he got there, bro, the trade market was damn near shut down all the way until the KD trade that we made and got all the bullshit that we got for it. If you go look back, bro, like I think the only trade that was made in the middle of that time was Rui to LA. Bro, he shut
yeah
the trade
the
market
only two
down.
teams. Yeah, but the only two teams that I can even potentially see trading back for more picks is either Sacramento or Utah, and Utah makes the most sense because, like you said,
Utah
Danny
makes it.
Ainge is a
Yes,
guy
yes,
that
they
knows.
do.
You don't
Utah
think the
makes
Spurs could
more
do that?
sense than anything that we've said on this podcast today.
I think the Spurs. I think the Spurs is fine where they at, bro. I think Utah is the
Yeah, they
is.
have 2 picks. They have
I
the
think
well,
if
actually,
you
they have
if you
3,
if
I
you
believe.
ring Utah phone, bro, like the thing, I don't think Utah is looking for picks, but if you ring their phone and Danny Ainge pick up that line, he gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
picks.
he gets immensely aroused when he hears the word draft pick. Like he hears draft pick and you
I'm
see him like
bad.
shaking in a
I'm only
corner
make
with his
I'm
arm.
only I'm only
I'm
making that
bad.
trade draft night. I'm not doing it anytime before.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Yes,
I
yeah,
agree
no.
with you,
yeah.
Lucy.
I would
But
agree
that's
with
why
you,
I'm
bro.
saying I think
If you
yeah,
want to make
Utah
trades
makes
draft night, that's fine. But you do not make trades with certain GMs before draft night, bro. If draft night you want to make those deals and they end up making getting a player that they didn't
If
really want, bro, that
if
they left the board with, then you do that.
if we talking about the hypothetical situation that we in, if we trade and we get the 12th pick, if we got a guy that we eyeing that we know we could get at number 12 or it's coming up and we know he got it right there, I'm putting that nigga in the corner. I'm putting up that deal right there and I'm getting that nigga that I need. Nigga, Donovan
Let's
Mitchell
go,
went
GM
13.
Easy.
Donovan Mitchell went 13. You could get a star within those numbers.
Nah, we getting
I'm
Easy.
so
top 3,
confused
man. I'm
how
not aiming for 12. I'm
Easy,
aiming for top
easy,
3.
easy. I put easy. If you could go on 2K right now and pull a deal off in the off season, bro, that exactly what you just said, bro, and send it to me, bro, like with no trade override, bro, I would believe every minute, everything that you're saying. Until then, I'm not doing no. Nah, I like the idea and I like the gumption, but I just don't think it's gonna work.
We need a new GM, man. Like Leaf said, Sean Marks gets fleeced by everybody.
Big time. Big time, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. He the type of person to
wait,
walk
I'm
down the street.
confused because
He the type of person to walk down the street, get pickpocketed by a 10-year-old, don't even know he got pickpocketed.
That's so bad, but it's possibly true.
That's bad, bro.
that is
It's
Uh,
that is a
very,
very
very
truthful
bad.
statement. Hold on, wait,
Let
okay,
Marks finish
so
the rebuild this
okay,
year and find
so
somebody new, man. Promote him to a scout director or whatever. He likes to scout all these draft picks. Let him do that. Not
He's a
letting him
great.
be the strategic GM,
He's
man.
always been a great scout. Like for like talent, like mental draft. That's how he really started when post career. He been a great
So
scout.
you think he gonna go from president to scout development CEO, nigga?
Not
Nigga,
on
that's
this
a
team. No,
demotion.
not on this team.
I
No,
mean,
like
easy.
no.
It'd probably be the best thing for
He
both
would
sides.
have to get fired. He would have
I
to.
mean, easy. Don't you think it's a miracle that he's still a GM? If he was a GM in any other organization, he would have been fired 3 years ago, probably. He probably would
No,
have. He got
nah.
fortunate
Well,
that Joe
so
Desai likes him so much.
It's a couple of organizations that would keep him around, like Charlotte, like
That
who else?
situation is tricky because then you have to look at the team he GMing and like the owner, because the owner understood the situation because he was a part of it. Like he was like he wanted these niggas out. Like the minute you traded KD, you should have got fired. But the GM
Mm,
understood. I mean, the owner understood what was going on. Like he was a part of the whole conversation with KD, Sean
And he was
Marks,
part of the problem too, the owner, man. Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
let's
was
he was
remember
part of
and
the
he
Joe.
was
problem.
part
Joe
of the problem
chose
too.
Sean Marks over KD. Let's remember that too. And everybody's saying Joe
I'll
Desai
be
like
honest with
Thomas,
you, bro.
but Desai like KD once too, and he chose the GM over him.
I would have been the ultimate snitch, bro, and I would have pulled the NBA up in there, bro. And guess what? Yo, Sean Marks is fired, and you don't own the team no more. We got to find a new owner. Get out.
Man.
Get out. Yep, you out.
What does Sean
you know
Marks
who,
have over
you know
Joe
who's another
Desai, man, to have this
situation?
seniority? I want to know. Man.
No,
'Cause-
because the thing is, like, when you got a puppet that's gonna go in there and do it and basically play yes master the type of ordeal, bro. Like, yeah, of course he gonna keep you around, man, because he ain't got nobody else that he can control right now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yo,
the same thing
here's
it's
two
the same
questions I
thing in
got for
the
you.
it's the same thing in the NFL with the Dallas Cowboys, bro. Like, Jerry brings in somebody that he could push around. He ain't go like that's one of the reasons why Jimmy Johnson ain't a coach no more. And and right after 90 in the mid 90s, bro, they clashed as soon as he got the team, and Dallas ain't been the same since because Jerry wouldn't won the show. And when
Right.
you got when you got an owner that want to run the show, bro, these are the results that you get. You get shit on top of shit, bro. The Tangerines know about it, man, because Dolan was in the way for a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like when you got that type of owner, bro. Like Winky was doing the same thing when he was tanking on purpose. Over in whatchamacallit. Tony Roten was the person that called it the process before anything when he was tanking over in Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Well, did
Yo,
you,
Here's my question.
wait,
everybody know what it is.
Leaf, did you
Here's
watch
my
the
question.
recent Bridge episode on YouTube? I encourage you to watch it. They got these football helmets handed out to the players. It's kind of like their own
yeah, I
process
seen
or
that.
something like that.
John, I seen that. So the dude who's running it, he's an assistant
Uh-huh.
coach. And in a nutshell, it's a process where you get accredited for everything that you did. Pause. One in the panel, one in the chat. If you ran and got loose balls, if you played gritty, if you hustle plays, if you feel what I mean, all of those things you get stickers for. Jalen Wilson answered the question when they asked. Remember, John? He was like, "Yo, you know what this is for?" And Jalen
Right.
Wilson actually knew what it was for, and he said, "For your teammates to respect you and your opponents to fear you." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's a mindset, and again, football teams, they really teams. You know what I'm saying? It's like 22 of them. It's 11 on offense, 11 on defense. Most times, it's really teams, and then they can't see each other, so the helmets mean a lot. So those stickers mean a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's be honest. Zion Williamson wouldn't fit in with that. Because if he has a helmet over his head, he's not gonna be able to eat food. So yeah, it wouldn't work. I agree. It wouldn't work.
Wow.
So
Whoa.
I don't know how
Yo,
we got back
so
to
real
Zion,
quickly,
bro. Zion got curved, man, by a chick that was doing a damn that was doing fight cards, bro. Like, come on, bro.
ouch. Oh wait, Dylan.
Got
What was the two
curved.
questions?
so
Dylan, you had two questions. Dylan. What were your two questions?
yeah, so realistically, if we don't like dealing with Utah, because I just noticed that the 12th overall pick currently is from Minnesota. That's not staying there. Um, so my question would be, would New Orleans or Philadelphia potentially be interested in trading back if you were to give them a player plus, two later first in this year's draft plus like 2 or 3 future firsts? Because imagine you land in the top 8 with the Nets pick, and you have the opportunity to land that Pelicans or 76ers pick, which could potentially be top 5. That's scary.
Wow, that is scary.
Because realistically, right? Like
I'll be
Philly,
honest with you. I'll be honest with you, Dylan, bro. Philly is more. I think Philly is more of reality than New Orleans, and the reason why I say that is
I would
because
agree.
the reason why I say that is because you already got money on the books for 3 players that you want to basically try to give it a run and build around no matter what because the money is still there, and you can't really and there's no real trade market for them because the CBA won't really budge and allow it. You know what I'm saying? There's no real trade market for Joel because the CBA money ain't gonna match up. There's no real trade market for PG because he's too old the money won't match up. And Maxi is probably the only marketable person that you could the only tradable person, bro, on that list because everybody else is getting the same amount of rookie max deals and everything.
Leaf. If Philly actually does tank this season, they should get the 14th pick and a gift card to the Cheesecake Factory. That's it. They ain't getting no top 3. They're
Yo,
supposed to
but
be a
nah,
championship team, man. That's supposed to be a
but
bad
still,
team.
but hold on. See, to the point, John, they do want that lottery pick because they feel like the rebuild and everything that was supposed to happen with Ben Simmons and Embiid is over. If it was going to work, it was going to work with Embiid being healthy with Paul George. You kind of get in the shell of Embiid when he does come back.
Yeah,
Same with Paul George.
but
Well,
Breezy,
Bro,
the
they need a whole
organization is
new.
so
I
toxic.
agree. I
But
agree
They
with
Breezy,
you,
need
the
Breeze.
organization is
they
so
need a whole
toxic.
new
No draft
rebuild,
pick's
bro.
going to fix that. The process was
I
dead
agree with you,
4 years
Breeze.
No,
But at
no,
the
ago.
no, no.
same
But again, remember, look again. As far as looking at it from a franchise perspective, they play good basketball. As far as winning basketball, regular season, made the playoffs consistently. Now in a situation where they might miss the playoffs. Now I'm saying that to say that they won. They got that success from Ben Simmons and Embiid, which were high draft picks. I remember they had Marco Fultz too. You know, even though it
Yeah.
didn't pan out that way, the way they wanted, but if still they still had a high draft pick. Philly is known for one of in recent years or seasons of getting these high draft picks. It'll be new for Brooklyn. I know Dylan probably know the stat to the T, but we ain't get a number 1 pick in a long time. You know what I'm
They
saying?
never even drafted
I
a
ain't gonna
lottery
lie,
pick in
Philly,
Brooklyn's
like Philly,
history.
Philly got lined up with a lot of picks during that last decade, bro. Like, and it winded up
So that's
it be,
3. What was Embiid? What was his pick?
Embiid was
Exactly.
number 3. Embiid was number 3.
So they
Embiid
had
went
a
to number
3,
3.
a 1, and they had
They had
two
a three.
ones and a
They had a
3.
3-2. They had 2 1s, a couple of threes, and I think a 5 and a 4. I think they ended up
Yeah,
getting
3 1s. I think
They had
Michael
to,
Porter Williams was a 1 2. I think
no, no,
Michael
no.
Porter.
Michael Porter Williams was a 10. He was top 10, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Um, I think
They
Nerlens
had
Noel
6
was a
lottery
Nerlens
picks.
Nerlens Noel went to the
I think he was
Pelicans.
8. He was 8.
Nerlens Noel was number
And
8.
they
He
had
went to the
Okafor,
Pelicans. They
which wasn't
traded
he
for that,
one?
and I think
Yeah, Okafor.
Okafor was the number 3, and B was the number
Mm-hmm.
3. Ben was the number 1, and
Both
Markel
those
was the
guys.
number 1.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
so
Yeah, they
realistically though,
they
I actually
traded up
think
to
New
that number
Orleans
one
is
though.
more
They
likely
was
They
to finish
traded up
that.
to the number 1, and guess what? The best player still went to the Celtics any damn way.
but they was
hold
at
on, hold on,
number
hold
three
on,
originally.
hold on. Let's slow it down for the chat. And me. How did they trade up to number 1? Be specific. What draft picks did they trade? How did they do it?
They traded 3 for as the draft board was already set up. It was them, the Lakers, and the Celtics 2 years in a row. It was the second year of them having that. The Celtics got number 1
Off.
that
Exactly
initially
right.
that year, and they traded down and it went to number 3. They traded number 1 for number 3 because that was one of the years nobody really knew exactly who was gonna be number 1, and then Markel Fultz's name kept circling around, and they was like, "Yo, we definitely don't need Markel Fultz. Bet, yo, y'all can have him." Yeah, they basically told the Philadelphia 76ers y'all can have him because we getting Jason Tatum anyway because we know whatchamacallit is gonna pick Lonzo, and they sure did. Then the Lakers messed around and picked Lonzo, and then that's how they ended up with Jason Tatum.
Wow.
Damn. When you look
So
back at that draft, the 3rd pick is way better than those picks, man.
Well,
I mean, well,
realistically though, I think we
yeah,
talked
but
about this
here's
another
the
time.
thing. I've been telling people, bro, and I've been telling people in this party, bro, the Celtics know the Celtics been finessing drafts for decades, many decades, bro. It started off a bill. You want
No,
to know?
but hold on. But again, I'm to add to your point, Leaf, not to take away. The fact is, you still got to be good at drafting players. You know what I'm saying? You're not guaranteed. You can't call Greg Oden. You can't some Zion. You can't some of these players, even Brandon Ingram. I mentioned those three players in specific to say I don't think they lived up to what they draft pick was.
Right.
That's why I make such a big deal out of Cam Thomas. But I digress. I'm only saying that to say again, you got to know what you're doing. I think Jordy Fernandez knows what he's doing. I think that his assistant coaches know what they're doing.
Right.
So again, I know y'all want to give a lot of credit to Jeff Peterson, rightfully so. You see him get the GM job with the Charlotte Hornets. So yeah, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Go ahead, Dylan. What was you saying? Oh, all right. Well,
I was what I was
two
gonna
things.
say
'Cause
was.
now we were
Oh, go
talking
ahead,
about.
Dylan.
I was gonna say
Leaf.
with the Celtics thing, people give a lot of credit for them being good at drafting, but in all honesty, if you look at their roster in 2016 when they drafted Tatum in 17, they had Isaiah Thomas and Marcus Smart already as their guards. They didn't need Markelle Fultz. So everybody thinking that they were like
Exactly.
geniuses for trading back for Tatum it's not really that deep. Like they needed a power forward. So and there was no center in
Okay.
that draft that was really that good. So realistically, that's why they moved back for Tatum. And I forgot who we discussed this with, but I had mentioned it when the Nets had traded that pick. Everybody was like, "Oh, but if the Nets got the number one pick, they would have just taken Markelle Fultz." But realistically, if you looked at what the Nets had that season, they had Darren Williams, so they likely would not have taken a point guard, which still gives them the opportunity to either go Brandon Ingram or Jason Tatum. So I wanted to put that out there. But what I was going to say is,
Yeah, no, appreciate
from
it.
me and you's conversation before, is I actually would think New Orleans is more willing to trade that pick than Philly is, because
Why you change your mind? Because I know you just had Philly just a second ago. Why you change your mind?
well, no, I said Philly and New Orleans. You said that you think Philly's more likely to
I could have
trade the
sworn
pick.
you agreed with me. You was like,
No, I was
did-
more so listening. I was trying to speak, but everybody was going back and forth. So, no, I would think New Orleans is more likely to trade it just because Philly, to me, Embiid's on his way out potentially, because I don't know how much longer he's gonna take the bullshit from fans and his injury issues and the overusage of him. Like he's hitting his Harden era where he's like he's been worn out. Now he wants to go be like a second, third option. You know what I mean? So I would think that Philly actually holds on to their pick. New Orleans may potentially trade theirs because realistically they already have Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, DeJounte. If you like, here was just the trade package that I was looking at. It's nothing realistic right now. But over the offseason, say you trade Nick Claxton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead. No. I was just letting Big Priest know. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. We're gonna be here for a minute, but I want to get your thoughts on the title, so I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. But we finna close out. But shout out to Big Priest, man. He's a special guest on this show. Gotta throw the link in the chat for my guy, Big Priest. Go ahead.
I'm that out too because I got work in the morning. But
Yeah.
no, I was gonna say it was Nick Claxton. The swap between OKC, Houston, and Phoenix this year in this year's draft. So the latest pick that we have, plus the Bucks pick, plus the Knicks unprotected 2027 pick, plus the 2028 Suns Philly swap that we have in 2028 for if the Pelicans had a top 5 pick for that pick. That's interesting to me because it gives Pelicans a ton of assets, plus a starting big man, plus 2 more picks in this year's draft. I don't know. I feel like there's some potential with it. I just doubt a team trades back from 5 all the way to 15, 16, 17,
Nah,
18.
that's interesting trade gamble, Dylan, for sure, man. It's just
Yeah.
Where you been at, man?
Pelicans do it. That was question.
I've been over here a lot. I don't feel like screaming and hollering over there on BK and Y Hoops. I ain't got the energy for that shit.
You're a smart man, Priest.
Yeah, hoops, yo. You know I love that show. It'd be hard to get a word in sometime, but I'll be really be trying to talk to you. You know what I mean? I'll be feeling like before I get to you, I gotta go through like 100 Nets
1,700
Go like
fans.
niggas.
nine
Right,
other
you know what
niggas,
I'm
bro.
saying?
Like I'm like
Crazy. That's
I
Yeah.
was
BK's
up
new
there for
security
5 seconds.
system.
See,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
only screaming I got to deal with over here is Leaf. That's it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Right.
I'm
Whoa.
working
Yeah.
on order, man. I'm working on order. I'm trying to get
Listen,
him.
I
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
I ain't even deserve that. What up, priest? How you doing, bro? Like,
Hey,
good.
what up, bro? That's my little brother, man. Leaf, my little brother, man. You know, the younger ones are always more rowdy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm little in stature, but not in status, bro. Like telling you,
All
but
right, hold on. Let's get to Zion Williams status. He missed the playoffs because he was injured. He had two
Absolutely not.
30. Okay, thank you. Damn, he was
Yeah, I can
quick.
answer that quick. You know what I mean?
Word. Yeah, that
I
was straight
take
to the
Bi
point.
before I take him. Nah, I don't want no Zion Williamson. Nah, absolutely not.
Yo,
Word.
man, listen, the
Hold
Brooklyn
on,
Nets,
hold
they
on.
stressed,
Go
man.
ahead. Yeah, hold on, Gary. How you feel about Zion to the team? I heard you was talking to John about it earlier. Give us a quick commercial, and then I'm saying, then let us know how you feel about Zion being on the Nets.
Yeah,
Real quick,
follow me at
before he start, real
go
quick
ahead.
before you start. Zion has a problem with women and food. He don't need to be in Brooklyn.
I said
Man,
that. I
everybody's showing
said
this
that.
woman thing with him
I,
today. My
I
gosh.
I said that earlier. I said that earlier. Let's go to Gary. Talk to us, Gary. What you think about Zion being in Brooklyn? And I got a lot of beautiful women in Brooklyn. You got Flatbush. You got Golden Crust. You got Golden
You got
Crust. You got.
golden crust. You
I
got golden.
I dated two girls from Brooklyn. Neither one of them worked out, so I'd say just stay away. Get a girl from the South and just stay away from the women in Brooklyn.
He picked the worst
Yo,
ones though.
dating
That's the
101 for
problem.
Gary.
He picked
uh,
Gary. Zion picked the worst ones. Even in the South, he picked the worst
Oh
woman.
man.
hey,
Yo,
So
crazy.
Zion's
Yo,
not a
Breezy
closer
said
on the court
golden
or off the
crust.
court. Ouch.
I dated one Russian girl
Yeah, I
from
love
Brooklyn, and
Golden
that was
Crust. Yeah.
nothing but a money grab. And then I dated a Puerto Rican girl from Brooklyn, and that was just too crazy for me. I had to get out of that. That was just too
Man,
wild for me.
Zion
You know,
to get
I'm
with
out and
Cardi
party
B or
too hard
something.
for me. I'm
Oh
out.
man.
Zion to be running around with Cardi B. Man, stop it. Zion need to
Whoa.
stay where he at.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yo.
Why do you
Breezy
want
said golden crust.
Let's at least have the Let's at least have the conversation with the Pelicans on this. Let's have that conversation.
Yo, I'm gonna get some
Yeah.
sleep, guys. I'll check you guys
Yeah.
all night.
Yo,
Have a
shout
good
to
one, BK.
shout to
All right,
BK, you
BK and
leaving?
Wild Hoops.
Okay.
Subscribe
I
to his
show up and you
page.
leave? Is that what happens, BK?
Yo, when's
Oh
BK coming
man.
on Gary's show? Yo, we come on Gary's show, BK. We
No,
still
no,
gotta set
no.
that
Yo,
date up.
Gary, I was fitting to close out soon too.
Oh, yeah?
Dylan left. Dylan just left, but this been a great stream. BK and Wild Hoops, Dylan, John, Gary, Big Priest, Leaf, Easy, me. Man, this was a great stream, man. Um, See, I wish I would all started with the stream with y'all. Know what I mean,
I'll
but
send Gary
I
an email.
uh,
We gotta try to get a timing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Another thing too, I want to say is the net fan base is growing, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? We part of the. They should if they did a 30 for 30 on the Nets fans on their championship run, and they looked at the podcaster that was getting busy. We gonna be on there. Everybody up here, Nets Kingdom, Locked On Nets, Talking Nets. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of different podcasts. Some I'm forgetting to mention. I think the Fanatic. I did a podcast with them. There's a lot of guys heavy on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? But I said all I had to say. It's good to see the net fan base growing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just end it with that. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a good vibe.
Damn, son, you even let Gary or Big Priest get it on, son. Goddamn, son.
Yeah, no,
wait, what?
I definitely gotta be up early. You know what I'm saying? It's just the time they came easy. That's all it is. But yeah, they answered the question about Zion. That is the title.
That was an
It,
open shut case, bro. Get in and
Yo,
get
I
out,
made
bro.
yeah,
Breezy. I made
yeah.
Breezy crack
I
up with
already
the
knew
meat
Preach was
meme
gonna
about
stand
the
on
meat
business,
falling off
bro.
the
Like I'm
bone.
like, that's a big N and a little O, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, yo, nah, I think Zion with his just some markets is better for players than other. Like for some reason or another, it seemed like what's his name that played for Utah right now? He used to play for
Larry
Chicago
Marketing.
and Cleveland. Yeah. It seemed like that's a good market for him out there in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Not to say Chicago and Cleveland wasn't, but it just seemed more fitting for him to be out there.
No, I
Well,
think marketing can play anywhere.
I don't
Yeah,
like
he
your
could play
tone, sir.
anywhere, bro.
I
He
don't
I
like
definitely
your
feel
he.
I
tone,
feel
sir.
bad for
I
that
mean,
kid. He's
Larry
never been
Marketing
in the
definitely fit
playoffs
I
in
in with the
8
like
Mormon
years.
your
out in
tone,
Utah,
sir.
bro. Like
No,
that's
But
he,
right
nah,
there in
but
the
nah,
he,
state.
but
he's
hold.
never been in the playoffs. That guy.
I'm not saying he can't play anywhere, but I feel like he had his best basketball seasons with the Utah Jazz. You know
That's
what I'm
because he
saying?
had more freedom there. But if he goes to a team with people seeing what he can do, I think he'll thrive anywhere at this point in his career.
He's a
I
good
Mm.
think
fourth or fifth option for the team.
early in his career, you know,
Star
he was
traffic, know
playing,
about the Golden
yeah,
Crest. Facts.
yeah. But early in his career, he didn't have that type of freedom to do what he's doing now. So I think if you put him in a situation as a third option, that's crazy.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
Yeah.
but priest, he did the injuries
Hold
was
on,
a
hold on, hold
setback
on.
though.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta close out the show. 2 a.m. Uh, shout
It
that.
is two in the
Yo,
morning.
you know what I do? I'll do like a hour and a half for free, and if y'all want the show to continue, you know what I'm saying, send like a $2 super chat.
Leaf.
Whoa!
Oh
Yo,
God,
On that
Hey,
note, good
hey,
night,
hey,
Chief.
hey,
hold
yo,
on,
hold up.
hold on. I'm trying to think
Wait,
of.
you've been on some
Hold on,
shit
hold on.
tonight, bro. Hold on, bro.
Hold on. I'm trying
Damn,
to think of.
$2.
Hold on. I'm trying to
Send a
think of.
$20 super check if you
Right.
want
I'm
it to
trying to.
continue.
Right.
Nah, nah,
I'm
nah,
trying
nah,
to.
nah, 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 nah. Priest, you didn't peep what just happened.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of creative ideas on how to, and endorse super chat. You know what I'm saying? So like imagine, a content creator, and all content creators can feel me on this. You come in, you put in the work, you probably do like an hour minimum or more. But then you got life, you know what I'm saying? You don't be getting paid for it. It's not like you getting money, you know what I'm saying? You're a content creator, so you just doing your thug dizzle. You doing it for the love. You doing it because you know what I mean? You gotta kind of love what you do when you're a content creator, you know what I mean? And it's a rough road sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And a super chat could ease the pain. You know what I mean? Like
It does.
not
You get
this.
$2, $5 super chat. It just makes life a little bit
I
better. You
gotta
know
hit
what
up
I
one
mean?
of these
Yeah, you know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
hit up one of these WNBA bros, get a collab or something, bro. I need my joints up, bro. For real. I
Oh,
really
what?
do.
word. But but
Yo,
I'm
E,
being
calm down, bro. Come on.
that's the honest side of content creating and vlogging. But again, like I said, I do it for the love, and I meant what I said about the net fans base growing. I'm really glad to see that. Somebody said it the other day. I couldn't respond at the time, but yeah, I too used to see them building the Barclays. I used to have my lunch looking at the hearing the hammers bang. You know
That
what I'm
was me.
saying?
That was me.
Like
I worked right
hearing the
across the
metal
street, bro.
clank.
I worked right across the street before the year before the Barclays was open, bro. I worked on
Hmm.
Flatbush. I worked right off of Flatbush, right across the street from BAM.
Yeah, I had to
Wow.
travel. I had to travel to get over there. I worked downtown over there by what you
My
call that?
my sister had an
The
apartment on
promenade.
Bond. My sister had an apartment on Bond Street. So I was staying over in that area. That's how I was navigating back and forth from work. And then
Mm.
she eventually moved to Jersey, bro. Like, and they cut us off from that job. Like,
Smart,
yeah, it
smart.
was a it
But
was a
hold on.
all
I'm
right,
trying.
priest. Oh.
Let me close the show. But yeah,
Yeah, close
man,
it out.
hold on.
Close it out.
Hold on. Nets fans is the best fans. I'll be back with more content. Y'all see the panel was lit tonight. We got Big Priest, Leaf, everything. Brooklyn John, Easy, Dylan was here. I might be forgetting somebody. Brooklyn Hoops was here. Shout to the chat. Again, man, shout to all the Nets fans. We the best fans. I see you, Oren, Dylan, Star Traffic, Quest One, Dave, um, you know what I'm saying? All of y'all, man. I'm trying not to forget nobody. Andre 76 was in the building. We was talking about the 76ers. Shout to Eric Black TV. Yeah, man. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Jerome Flex, Tony Tom. Man, it's a good stream tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. But of course, Nets fans is the best fans. We'll be back with more content really soon. Peace.
Peace.